Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Oh, I had a little internet scare because I wasn't connected, but now everything is good. Just in time. 1 minute to go. Okay. I am definitely in need of this class. I'm not going to lie. Okay, there's Anne and Val and Sue. We're ready. Mark is at a doctor's appointment today, so he's going to do it later. Okay, let's get our feet nice and wide. Slide your hands down your leg to your ankles with your legs almost straight if you can, and then slide back up. So we're just hip hinging, releasing the muscles behind the legs. Just keep going up and down nice and slow. One more time. Now, once you're down here, put your hands down and just walk out to a plank. Keep your feet nice and wide. Once you're in your plank, pull through to a down dog. Your heels are pressing towards the floor. Walk your hands back. Drift your hips as far back as you can, of course, without falling. Hands back to your ankles, slide back up. Sweep the right arm up, get it nice and long, and then do the same with the left. Really try to reach, reach, reach. Let's do that again. And one last time. Nice. Now we're going to bring the feet together. Hands on your thighs, slide them down to your ankles. If you can, keep your legs straight. We're going to hang out here, holding onto your ankles. Even weight in both your feet and almost a straight leg if you can. Now slide back up. Sweep those arms all the way up. Keep your core nice and tight. And then all the way back down. Big swan dive. Nice and slow. While you hollow out the stomach, hold your ankles. Now, hands down, walk out plank. Keep your feet together. Once you're in your plank, press back to a down dog, driving the heels towards the floor. Walk your hands back. Hold on to your ankles. Now let go, arms out to the side. Nice, slow swan dive all the way back up. And arms back by your side. Keep your feet together, make a fist and pull the elbows as far back as you can get them. Now, give me a little hip hinge here, keeping the elbows up. And then all the way back up. Keep pressing those elbows back. Come on down and back up. And one last time. Fold. Elbows are high. Come on back up. Release the arms. So you're just going to sway. You can let the hips rotate a little bit. Just trying to loosen up. Okay, here we go. Big deep breath. Swan dive down. Now we're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Exhale back down. Walk your hands out to plank. Press back to a down dog. This time I'm going to have you lift the left leg up. Hold it up. Open the hip. See if you can lift the leg a little higher. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. And let's try that again. Left leg lifts. Hip opens, leg is nice and high. And switch. Put that foot down. Lift the left leg up. Keep your hips square this time. Now step that foot all the way forward between your hands. Meet me in your low lunge position. Now step your back foot in a little bit so you have a much smaller stance. You know you've stepped it in enough when you can get that right heel down on the floor. Now, if you can, straighten that front leg. And now bend it. And straighten it. And bend it. Palms down, step back plank. Press back down dog. Let's lift the right leg up. Hips stay square. Step that foot all the way forward. Runner's lunge. Start to pull that back foot in a little closer so the heel is down. And start to straighten and bend the front leg. It's not a huge move. Just trying to get length to the back of the hamstring. Okay, so from here, I'm going to have you rotate to face the left side of your room. So your toes are pointing to the left, and do a nice fold down. So the top of the head is above the floor, just chilling. Just hold this and breathe. Arms are bent and your palms are down. Now from here, you're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. While you do that, drift your hips back. And then fold again. While you're folded, see if you can open your feet a little bit wider and fold a little deeper. So here you don't want to be supporting the upper body. You just want to let it go. Do its thing. Now we're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Push those hips back. Exhale, fold back down. Now, if you can, walk your feet out even wider and let the body just hang out. Inhale, extend to a flat back. While you hold your spine in extension, walk your feet back together. Turn and face forward. Palms down, step back plank. Now from here, we're going to do a little hover right to your up dog. So fire up those glutes in the back, really important. You're on the tops of your feet. From here, you're going to lift your hips up. Press back to your first child's pose of the day. Relax your forehead down. Just breathe. Okay, come on back onto all fours. Walk your palms in so the wrists are under the shoulders. Let's tuck our toes under and do some cat-cows. So you go at a nice, comfortable pace here between cat and cow, keeping the tummy pulling up and into the spine. Now, let's retract the shoulders, keep them nice and broad. You're going to keep your spine, your tummy pulling in, your spine long. Come off the knees, just hold your bear pose and put the knees back down. Lift up and lower. Make sure your face is not dropping. Lift up and lower. And 2 more times. Up and lower. And last one. Up. From here, butt up. You're in a small down dog. Heels down. Walk your feet forward. You're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Let's do a nice slow swan dive all the way back up. Sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Hands to heart. Step your left foot forward and your right leg back. Give me a nice little hinge with your front leg pretty straight. So we're going to oscillate between the two. You're going to fold as far down as you're comfortable and then pick the body back up. Nice little stretch here through that hip flexor. Fold down. You're not rounding the back. You're keeping along your spine in spinal in like extension. So we're not rounding the upper back. That's what I meant to say. Fold down and back up. Now, if you feel a little wobbly, you can take this back foot, move it to the right. Come back up and then fold forward one last time. Release the hands to the floor on either side of your front foot. Stay nice and high on the toes on the back foot. Now bend your front leg, palms down, step back plank. Let's do a little hover right to your up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. Walk your feet all the way up to the hands. Inhale, extend, flat back. Reverse swan dive back up. Sweep your arms to the ceiling. Hands to heart. Step your left leg back. Get nice and high on the toes on the back foot. This front leg is pretty much straight. Give me a nice hip hinge here. Getting some good length into that hamstring. Come back up and back down. Once you become comfortable with the movement pattern, you might be able to go a little bit deeper. Again, really important to keep that tummy pulling up and into the spine. One last time. Hands to the floor. Stay high on the toes on your back foot. Your front leg is straight. Now bend that front leg, palms down, step back plank. Let's do a nice little hover, right to up dog, hips up and back, down dog. Left leg up, keep the hips square. Switch feet, right leg lifts. And keep going between the two. One last one. Pull forward to plank. Do a hover. This time, push back up. Right to down dog. Nice. Bend your knees. Pull your hips back. Little work for your lats. Make sure you can see your arms through your peripheral vision. Pull forward to plank. Do a little hover, right to up dog. This time you're going to come onto the tops of your feet And just hold your knees off the floor if you can. Just take a few breaths. Nice. Knees down, hips all the way back. I want you to tuck your toes under this time. Now walk your hands forward and let's open them a little bit wider so they're right in the corners of your mat. Little stretch for those lats. Nice. Come on back onto all fours, wrists under shoulders, round your back, drop your face. Back to our cat-cows. Sinking into those shoulders, take your gaze forward. Round that back, create space between the shoulder blades. Come into the shoulders, look forward. Now hollow out the belly, come off the knees, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. You're in a full forward fold at the back of the mat. Just relax here and breathe. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Come all the way back up to standing. Let's take the arms all the way up to the ceiling. And hands to heart. Step your left foot forward, high on the toes on the back foot. Big step forward. Give me a nice lean in. Keep the front leg bent this time. So you're going to feel a lot more of the quad working, which is cool. Now, hands are at your heart. You're going to rotate left. Keep that leg bent in the front and come back square and do it again. Rotate. Now remember, see if you can go a little further each time. Okay, hold it square, extend the arms forward. Now lift them. Keep your knee right over that ankle. Hands back to heart. Lean in a little bit more and do those rotations again. Going left, come back square. 2 more times. Now hold this rotation. Ask yourself, can I go a tiny bit more? Hold it and breathe, 3 breaths. Come on back square, extend the arms forward again and lift them up. Hands to the floor, step back plank. Little hover, meet me in up dog, hips up and back down dog. Drive your heels to the floor. Nice, easy breathing. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Meet me in your full fold. Relax the head, looking through your knees to the back of the room. Inhale, extend, flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Sweep the arms to the ceiling. Hands to heart. Step your right foot forward. High on the toes on the back foot. Nice. Give me a big lean in. Keep that front leg bent, knee over ankle. Rotate to the right. And again, if you're not stable here, kick that back foot out a little. See if you can get these rotations nice and fluid. Okay, let's come back square, push those arms out, lift them up. Hands to heart. Let's rotate right again. Come back. Go right and come back. And one last time, hold it out here. Rotate as far as you can. Keep your forward lean in. High on the toes on the back foot. Come back square with the shoulders. Reach those arms out. Lift them a little higher. Hands down, step back plank. Little hover to up dog. On the tops of the feet, elevate off the knees if you can. Hold here and breathe. Put the knees down. Hollow out the belly as you lift the hips up, tuck the toes under. Hips over heels, relax. Hold the head off the floor. Come forward, meet me in your down dog. Heels to the floor. Come forward to plank. Take your right foot up behind the left hand. Come on down to pigeon. My favorite. Set that forehead on the floor if you can. Maybe you use a towel or a pillow. Should feel like a challenging stretch, but I'd like you to get into a comfy place where you can really relax. Just breathe. If you can slide that left leg a little further back, left hip flexor towards the floor, you're off of your right butt cheek. Okay, come up onto the forearms, tuck the toes under in the back, then onto the hands, step back plank. Meet me in your down dog. We're gonna pedal our feet this time. So drive one heel, then the other. Really trying to get into these feet and ankles a bit. Your calves. Okay, let's hold one foot down. And then switch. Come forward to plank. Bring your left foot up behind the right hand. Come on down. So good. Sliding that right leg back, staying off your left glute. Just kind of let your upper body chill. Try to relax as best you can while you take 6 more big breaths. Okay, back up onto the forearms. Boy, that felt good. Then the hands, step back to your plank. Meet me in your down dog. Got a little balance challenge coming up. Walk your feet forward. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Fold back down again. Both hands hold on to the right ankle. Sweep your left leg back. Single leg balance pose. Get that back leg high if you can and your torso low. Put that leg down, switch hands, holding onto the left foot, sweep the right leg up and back. Lower that torso. Lift that leg as high as you can. Put it back down. Palms down, step back plank. Do a little hover, meet me in up dog. Onto the tops of the feet, come off the knees if you can. Hollow out your belly. Just relax here, a few breaths. Okay, tuck those toes under. You're up in your plank. Downward facing. Walk your feet forward. Inhale and extend to a flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Sweep the arms to the ceiling. Hands to heart. Sweep your left leg back and start a forward hinge. Now you're not going to go all the way down. You're just going to lift that back leg about 8 or 10 inches off the floor, and you're hinged through this right hip. So your standing leg is straight, your left leg is straight, your spine is long, and you're just balancing on this one foot. Now come back up, keep that left foot off the floor and come to a knee lift. Nice. Come back, sweeping that leg back, hinging through that hip again. Come on down, just a little. Whatever you're comfortable with. Now come on back up with a knee lift. Nice. One last time, hinge. Back leg gets nice and straight. Come back to that knee lift. Great job. Put that foot down. Same thing, other side. Sweep the right leg back as you hinge through that left hip. Come back forward to a knee lift and hinge again. Pick a spot on the floor and make it your focus. If you can add a little bit of a deeper hinge, why not? We're just trying to challenge our balance here as we move through these two motions. Nice. One last time, get that leg back behind you, nice and straight, hinge forward. Come on back up to your knee lift. Nice. Put the foot down. Big deep breath. Hold the arms up. Get them nice and long. Really reach, reach, reach. Open up the feet hip width apart and come into a little squat with your arms up. Now put the arms down, squat a little bit lower. Lift the arms back up. Lots of work for the back here. Little reprieve, arms come down, squat a little lower, lift the arms up. Full forward fold, relax. Enjoy. Let your head just go where it wants to. Nice, easy breathing in and out through the nose. Walk your hands out to a plank. Let's do that hover, but this time we're going to come down all the way to the floor. So go down nice and slow and in control, and then chest down. Keep your hands right by your chest. Elbows are going to hug close to the body. Hollow out your stomach here. Toes are going to stay tucked under. Keep your neck long. So your face just hovers above the floor. You're not looking forward. I'm going to talk you through this. So glutes tight, tummy in. Chest up off the floor. Elbows are squeezing into the side body. Hands off the floor. Palms are just an inch away from the mat. Can you lift your elbows a little bit higher? Can you squeeze them into each other? Put the hands down. Do it again. Chest up, hands up, elbows high. Relax, chest down. Face is still hovering above the floor. Lift, hands up, elbows high. Palms down, push back up. Meet me in a plank.
María Fernanda con COVID.
Oh, come on.
Somebody's not on mute.
Oh, shit.
That's so funny. Okay, chest through your arms. Downward facing. Left leg lifts, open the hip. Lift your leg as high as you can. Hold it up. Now bend the knee, bend the leg at the knee and try to lift your knee higher. Pull in the stomach and keep your shoulders square. Now take this knee forward to touch your left elbow and scoot right back where you were. Knee up, leg bent, butt is working. Lift it with all your might. Bring that knee forward, touch the elbow, and do it again. Scoot it back, get it really high. Relax that foot down, meet me in your plank. Still don't think someone's muted. Press back down dog. Right leg up, bend at the knee. Open your hip and lift it high. Pull that knee forward, touch your right elbow, scoot back, knee up. Try it again, bring the knee all the way forward to the elbow and scoot back, knee nice and high. One last time, touch the elbow, back to your down dog. Both feet are on the floor. Little reprieve here. Just breathe a few more times. Pull forward to plank. Put your knees down. Open them really wide. Feet are flat. Sit it back. Relax your forehead to the floor. Nice, easy breathing here. 6 big breaths. Okay, from here, flip around and meet me lying down on your back. We're going to do that full body stretch first. So your legs are fully extended out. Come down nice and slow and in control. And let's take those arms back behind us. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Thumbs hover just above the floor. Now bring the arms up. Pull the knees into the body. Hug them nice and close. Great job. Take that right leg, extend it all the way down on the floor. A towel around the bottom of the left leg. Holding onto your towel with your left hand. Now, if you don't have a towel, you can just grab your foot with your left hand, whatever you can reach. I would really like you to have this left leg straight. Flex the foot and press your toes down to your face. While the toes push down, I want you to press your heel up. So you're opening all the tendons behind the knee and the calf, getting a nice stretch to the hamstring. Now, keeping your right hip exactly where it is, just open that left foot out to the side a little bit. Just so you're getting the inner thigh to stretch. Not so much so that that right hip comes off the floor. Now, take your towel, see if you can move the foot towards the back of the room a little bit. You're keeping the legs straight. You can open this right arm out across the floor just to help you balance. Now, bring that leg back up. Push the heel to the ceiling. Try to move the leg further back. And let it go. So you're bending it, you're hugging that knee into the body. Bring the right knee up as well. Holding both legs independent of one another. Make some big circles for your hips. Should feel really good. Change your direction after a few times. Go the other way, make them great. Okay, we're extending the left leg all the way down along the floor. Get your towel around the bottom of that right foot. Hold it with the right hand. Open your left arm out to the side if you like. Now, toes press down, heel pushes up, leg moves to the back of the room. Keep your left calf pressing into the floor as you slowly start to open up that leg to the side. Move it back if you can a little bit. Bring it back up. Really push that heel up with your legs straight. Toes press down towards your face. And bend that leg. Bring the other knee into the body. Hug both knees into the chest. While you do that, take some big breaths. Okay, we're going to take the legs down, heels on the floor, small bend in the legs. This is the Sean exercise. So your arms are by your side, palms face down. Just cup your fingers. Let your toes point into touch. Push your heels towards your butt isometrically. So you're creating activation. Squeeze your knees. Lift your butt up off the floor. Keep pulling the heels isometrically towards your butt. Lots of load into these legs. Just breathe a few more times. And relax. Open up the legs, fully extend them, point the toes, arms go back behind you. Full body stretch here. Bring the arms back by your side, cup the fingers, toes into touch, knees into touch. Isometrically, a push of the heels towards your butt. Elevate off the floor with your butt. Squeeze and hold and breathe. And relax. Open the legs, fully extend them. One more time with the arms going back. Now bring those knees up and into the chest. Back to our hip circles with the knees. Nice and wide. Change your direction. Okay, now we get to do our nice side body stretch. So just a little bend in the legs. Right knee crosses over the left. Start to let those knees go towards the right. So you're on the side of that left foot. Knees are not on the floor. Open up this left arm 45 degrees from the body. And yes, thank me. I know how good this feels. Breathe, enjoy. So you're using that right leg to help your left knee get a little closer to the floor. You're on the side of that left foot. Now let's take this left arm, open it a little more to the side, just so you change up the angle. And bring the arm in, uncross, hollow out the stomach, come back onto your back. And now we're going to do the same thing, other side. Small bend in the knees, left knee crosses over the right. You're on the side of that right foot as your knees slowly make their way towards the left side. Let's get your right arm reaching out. Take that arm, just change the angle a little bit. Okay, bring the arm in, bring the knees back in, uncross them. We're going to do the happy baby stretch. I love this stretch. So either grab your big toes or the outsides of your feet with your hands. Heels point up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to try to pull the knees towards the floor. Big stretch for your inner thighs. Really important here to hollow out the stomach and keep the lower back on the floor. Just going to hold this for 3 more breaths. You might want to add a little gentle rock side to side. Okay, you're going to bring the knees together, hug them nice and close to the chest. Now, let's bring our knees over our hips. I want you to flex your feet and move your feet out till you feel your tummy having to work to keep everything stable. So hollow out the stomach, actively press it towards the floor. You can do that while you breathe. Now take your left hand, push that leg away, but don't let the leg move. Left hand on the left thigh, creating activation for the core, and then let it go. And do the same with the right hand. Push it away, knees over hips, don't move. And switch. And switch. Now, lower your heels a little bit. Maybe they're slightly below the knee. Hands are on both your thighs. Push them gently away from you, keeping that activation through your six-pack muscle. Just hold, breathe. Push it down even harder if you can. And release. Pull both knees in. Nice job. Big circles with your knees. Why not? Okay, legs all the way up to the ceiling. Arms are just by your side with your palms facing the floor. Take your right leg slowly. Get it nice and straight. Push your heel away from you as you slowly lower that leg. Once it's where you're comfortable, just hang out there. Hold it, breathe. Keep your tummy pulling into the floor. You're actively pushing the heel out. Slowly bring that leg back up. Feeling the side body doing some of this work. Push your left heel to the sky. Push it out, out, out as you lower that leg slowly. Really keep that strong activation, that strong push. Hold it, breathe. Tummy's pressing down. That's the most important part of this exercise. Slowly lift that leg back up. Nice. Now, both heels push to the sky this time. Legs are locked out straight. Come on down with your tummy pressing down. Let's go maybe a third of the way, maybe halfway. Just to a challenging point where you're really having to work to press that spine down. The stomach down, I'm sorry. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees back into the chest. Make those nice circles again with your legs. Okay, roll up onto the toes. Come up nice and high on the feet. Hold it right here for a sec. Meet me in your forward fold. Inhale, extend to a flat back. And let's do a nice slow reverse swan dive all the way back up. Sweep your arms up. Really try to reach them as long and straight as you can. Take your gaze, look up. Hands to heart. I thank you so much for your power and strength. Namaste. Thank you for being here. How are you, ladies?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Whew. Wow.
That was good. Thank you.
Yeah, great stretches.
Lots of stretches today.
Yeah.
Good.
What's on the agenda today?
Work. Work.
Work.
Work. Yeah, I have a Zoom meeting from 9:30 to 11.
Wow,
team
that's
meeting,
a long meeting.
There's 25 people on it, so it's not like you just listen, really. Our VP, who was supposed to retire in January 2004, just moved it up to like next month.
Oh,
Wow.
He's sick of it. Yeah, everyone's stressed to the max. So it's every day's different.
so where do you work?
At Koga Media. So we have 25, no, that's not true. We have 23 radio stations across the country. But
Yeah,
I started 29 years ago working with The Beat, which is 92.5. It was the old CFQR.
yeah.
Yeah, so just until like 3-4 years ago, then they had us selling all the stations. So I've been there. I'm not even the longest one that's been there either. So I'm what do you call it? I'm grandfathered in, I think. It's all good.